Welcome to Shark Week 2023, the only time of the year where you can rant about the sea's deadliest predator without any of the moral repercussions associated to it. This year we're celebrating this dumb gimmick made by the Discovery Channel by talking about two shark-focused mangas before we never do this sort of thing ever again. To be completely honest with you, I'm only doing this Shark Week thing because the stars aligned for this one. I had exactly two mangas I want to talk about, which both focused on sharks. One of them felt really relevant because of two releases close to this week, and the other I wanted to discuss for the funs. This video, by the way, is the for funs one, because I hope you like watching sci-fi TV movies, because we're talking about the manga that pays homage to the blockbuster filler movies Kill a Shark in Another World! Small anecdote before we start, but I picked this manga purely because of, well, my history with its homage, I guess, to use that word again. You see, when I was growing up in primary school, when I wasn't reading manga kids shouldn't be allowed to borrow at the library, I was watching movies I shouldn't be allowed to rent from Blockbuster. And when I wasn't watching rom-coms, I was watching this terrible direct-to-TV DVD horror movies. Especially the sea-based ones with sharks in them. While it did end up feeding my lifelong fear of water, it also helped me develop a appreciation for the B-movie. Movies made with tiny budgets and still find a way to have fun with itself and indulge in, well, silly little things. A preference that has carried over into my manga choices and my sense of humor as well, if you couldn't tell. So when I found Kill a Shark in Another World, a manga that effectively is a loving homage to the cornerstone of B-movie genre, well, which is, shark-based movies, which then sets itself in a fantasy setting for, well, it sets itself then for the complete ripping of pieces of the isekai genre on top of that. I fell in love with this manga. It combined my three favourite things: my hate boner for shit isekais, B-movie, cringe, and, well, sharks. This title is like hand-fucking crafted for me specifically, and I just have to talk about it because of that reason. All you need to know for its outlining premise: our non-main character, but our kind of a point-of-view character for this manga is a shitty little summoner that we don't even care about because she's not the real protagonist. All you need to know is that she's some dumb country hick who's at an academy for summoners, and she can't summon for shit. After watching a cheesy shark movie, she ends up summoning the real protagonist, Sami, or Same as I'm going to be calling them for the rest of this video, yeah. It's just the Chinese word for shark. Wait, I'm sorry, what was that? What did I say there? It's just the Chinese word for shark. That's Chinese word for... Oh my fucking god. How did I fuck up this badly? Chinese word for shark. It's Japanese. It's the Japanese word for shark. What the fuck? Good thing I lined up this exact clip for this moment. Once my internet paves. Yep, that's all you're getting. Oh my fucking god. That's all you need to know. So Sam has like one goal in life: kill all normies, which he does, much to the lovable distress of our dumb partner in crime. Now, killing normies being his only goal is quite serviceable because this manga plays to the cliches of the shark movie. Killing normies is like Act 2 of any good shark movie. And this manga is effectively a very long Act 2. And I love it! Each chapter early on is just Same killing normies, while his tag-along gets reasonably harassed and unreasonably distressed at his antics, because once again, it's playing on the typical cliches. Like, what's the point of killing normies if there aren't also massive egotistical dickheads? And while we're at it, let's talk about the isekai cliches as well, because it's here. and we make fun of them. I don't know what else you want me to say. It's like, if you want to see typical isekai project fodder massacred en masse, read this manga. Like, if you hate anything remotely close to the isekai genre, you need to read this manga for just the cathartic value it has. Like, oh my god. I love that each time one of these fucks show up, I can specifically figure out what subgenre of isekai they're making fun of. For example, there's an isekai project that references that one shitty title, which you will know as soon as you get to the panel. Well, as soon as I put the panel on screen. And I love how every time one of these overpowered fucks shows up, they're just always killed in the most best fashion possible. It's like I said, it's completely cathartic, and I absolutely fucking love it. Oh, it's just so nice to know that there's someone out there willing to make fun of this fucking plague on the genre itself. Well, I guess the industry at this point. They never stand a chance anyway, because, you know, Same is the ultimate overpowered isekai protagonist, because he has, like, the entire movie catalog of shark movies to transform into, which is just, once again, one of those other great appeals of this manga. Like, honestly, if you weren't sold by the disrespecting of every single uncreative isekai title imaginable, you'll probably be sold once you find out about the copious amount of shark movie references in this title. So let's start with the main selling point: Saint's transformations. The fact that, the fact that I know all these off by heart is, like, so great as well, to me specifically. So listening all of them, because fuck you, should have, closed this video by now and started reading the manga instead. So we have and I don't, I can't really bother committing to this bit anymore. So, and, you know, we don't only get shark movie references though, we get, like, generally more general references too, like Machete for this one panel. I think this is an Airbender joke with the fairies. Also an Evil Dead reference on the same page. This guy calling his penis Piranhaconda, and I'm pretty sure that is a movie. It does sound like a fucking movie, Piranhaconda. Yeah, I would believe that. Either that or is it a play on Piranha and Anaconda, which are both movies that I have seen. But yeah, and these possibly not official memes where Dumgo does funny meme reference and gets slapped for it at the end of every chapter. You know, that one was kind of amusing, but something tells me that isn't official. Although the one that tops it for me is the random ass cook that introduced ages back. You know, he shows up alive as well, and he shows up alive and well after a certain incident later into the manga. And if you get that reference, you belong in a retirement home with me. Because you're clearly too old to be watching anything on this channel. There is so much obvious love, not only for shark movies, but also bad movies in general in this manga. And I think the best thing about it is, it doesn't feel out of place tonally wise. Despite trying to riff on isekais, shark movies, and bad movies in general, sorry, films, it never has made me question it for a second. In fact, I wouldn't even put it on the same level as Valhalla Penis Mansion or Black Gokko, because despite seeming like it's made by a man-child, and its humor is definitely on the man-child sort of spectrum here, I wouldn't say it's on the same level as it. In fact, I would say it's more classy than most parody mangas, because it doesn't feel like it's... well, it doesn't feel like it shreds its own sense of parody. Like, think of Mashle, Muscle and Magic, and One Punch Man. Both titles who start off making fun of their genres, respectively, fantasy, magic, maybe even Harry Potter, I think, with Mashle, Muscle and Magic, and One Punch Man just parodying the popularity of superheroes at the time. But, you know, they end up losing that aspect to tell more serious stories. I'm not saying that as a criticism, by the way, of either titles at all. I still think both titles are amazing, and are definitely better than, well, Killer Shark in Another World. But I think that's the charm of this title. It never has, and never will take itself seriously, and that's the key to a good parody manga. You don't ever stop taking the shit out of yourself. So that's why I think Killer Shark is just a much better parody title compared to the ones I mentioned. So, here's to you, Same. Never stop being the best motherfucking shark motherfucker out there. Oh my god, he's such a motherfucking badass. Oh. Anyway, that's the end. I'll see you guys at the end of this week for the last half of this special, which is also an isekai of sorts. I mean, if you squint, sure. And I'm really excited to... Well, I'm honestly more excited to talk about this one than we were talking about Valhalla... I need to say Valhalla Shark Mansion. No, sorry, Killer Shark in Another World. I keep having that on my mind. Anyway, see ya.